we played against Camberlairds in a pre-season friendly, and I got asked to play for the first team, and I was just like, do you know what I mean? Like a bit like woof. So I played that game. I think we won 5-0, and I played like a full 90, and I did play really well, to be fair. And again, that was with like Parky managing and stuff, and that was just like surreal. Do you know what I mean? And then ever since from that, I just kind of thought, if I keep doing well, you never know. At the end of the day, anything can happen, can't it?
So what was that day like when the call came and they were giving you a 12-month deal?
Oh, so I'd been in, and I was in the college, and people were like, "Oh, you're gonna get one, you're gonna get one," because there was so many of us in the college. We were all best friends. So, and I was just like, "No, I'm not." Like, I weren't like banking on it. Do you know what I mean? I was just kind of like, and then I got a text to go in for a meeting with my college gaffer, and then two of the other college gaffers as well. So we went in, and at first he said like they want to offer you like an apprenticeship with the college to be like a coach. And then he said, but scrap that. We're going to give you the first team want to offer you a professional contract. So I was just like, it was a mad feeling. I remember going out straight away, ringing my dad, my mum, girlfriend, everything. It was just like, honestly, it was surreal. You can't even like put it into words what it felt like.
How did the family react?
They were always crying. Everyone was crying. It was mad. It was because you don't like being a dream. You don't actually think that you ever are gonna live your dream. Do you know what I mean? You just think, yeah, it's something to look forward to. But when you actually like you hear that and you realise that like I wouldn't care what happened. Do you know what I mean? I was a pro for my team for a whole year. I just don't care I couldn't care what happens now. I've lived my dream, and I was like the happiest that year. And obviously I'd love to still be there with the lads in and out every day, but for me, I've lived my dream now. So whatever is next in life, it just kind of happens now.
Did you feel like you were the person who was potentially going to get one, or did it come as a surprise?
No, obviously because I was in with them every day, for a couple of months, and all the lads took to me really well. Like I was a college kid, and all the lads were always like top notch to me. In prehab in the morning, they were all used to speak to me and make me feel welcome. And because I was in every day, obviously you kind of get the thing like, oh, it could be a possibility kind of thing. But yeah, there was a few of us. There was about 5 of us who were really good players who were training with the first team and were in the chance for a contract. But then, yeah, eventually it got to the end and it was me, which I was so grateful for. But yeah, it was mad.
Well, tell us what the last 12 months or that 12 months as a professional were
Yeah,
like then, because you get that deal, and I guess it makes you even hungrier because you're obviously desperate to then push your way into the first team. I
yeah.
don't know how clear that route was made out for you by the manager or whatnot, but what was that 12 months like?
It was unreal, obviously, being a pro. Like, you never thought it happened to you. But it was hard, don't get me wrong. Like, the first pre-season, my first professional pre-season, that was tough. That was a lot of running. I didn't be sick though, so I was proud of that. But yeah, that was tough. And then obviously, like, even just being involved in like pre-season games, you know what I mean? Like I used to go and watch them all the time, and to be involved in them against like Vauxhalls and stuff. Like I started, it was mad. But yeah, it was a hard year because obviously it weren't as clear for me as I wanted it to be. Because we've got no under 23s, under 21s, and we had like a lot of players that year, didn't we? I think we had like 34 players signed on. So yeah, it wasn't the easiest for me to get in and get on the bench and eventually get on if we were 4-0 up some games. You know what I mean? It was never that easy because of how many players we had, and there was always top lads missing out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was hard, but I was just grateful for being there. Do you know what I mean? It was just one of them.
The number of players is actually one thing I was going to mention to you, because you're
Yeah,
obviously, for those who don't know, a left back.
yeah,
And plenty of people will remember that Jake Leake obviously came in on loan, and he was supposed to be the first choice left back, and he gets injured, and you're probably thinking, oh, I might get a sniff here, I might get a chance. But then between like the end of August and mid-September, a slew of other fullbacks arrive. Connor Wood comes in. People remember. James Norris arrives and suddenly starts playing left back. Starbuck comes in and starts playing. Well, he's available as a right back. He doesn't actually play that many games. I think even Jordan Turnbull played a couple of games left back. So all of a sudden, exactly. So all of a sudden, there's these like 4 or 5 options to play, and it must have been really frustrating thinking, you know, am I going to get my chance here?
It was, I just like, you know, when he was playing like other lads there and he's bringing more lads in, it was frustrating because I was just thought like, do you know what I mean? Just give me a chance. If I don't take my chance, then fair dues. Do you know what I mean? Just let me have my chance to try and show you what I could do. And I done that against Wigan. I don't know if you were there for my debut. You know, I come on at half time. I played against Humphreys and what's his name? Johnny Smith. He used to play for us. I played against them, done really well. And I thought, you know, hopefully something comes from this now because I've played against a League One side, 2 great wingers. I've done really well. But yeah, nothing really come from it. It was just kind of like I've made my debut. That was it, kind of thing. There was no like next step, which was gutting. But yeah, I couldn't really do much more else about it.